Good afternoon. Before I start, let's roll the video to get the energy up. Guys, cue it. How does that feel? Energy up? Good, excellent. For the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you how we've taken this innovative technology and we basically adapted it in order to solve real-world problems. So I'm going to take you through a case study. There's a lot of hype around blockchain and cryptocurrency and stuff like that. We are not a cryptocurrency. We're here implementing a distributed ledger technology and solving real-world problems. Okay, so the title, Beyond Payments with Blockchain DLT. How do we adapt this for incentives, gifts, and loyalty? Now, I'm a fairly strange person in this world because I'm a banker. And I got out of banking really because I got enamored with Billon a couple of years ago, because here's a company that basically decided to use this technology to innovate everyday currency, change the payment rails, a huge idea. It's an idea that people like Bill Gates would talk about without actually having done it. So, Bill, if you're out there, please buy Billon. We're available for purchase. Talk to me later. Okay, what's the Billon story, though? Because indeed, there was a moment that we did look at cryptocurrency, but the founder, Andrzej Horoszczak, who's a brilliant programmer, a Wall Street programmer, he had a company and he was trying to monetize effectively medical journals online. And he couldn't do it. He could not find a micropayment solution. So he looked at that time, Bitcoin. He deemed it absolutely not fit for purpose when it comes to regulations and also from a performance point of view. I mean, it's slow. It's slow today. He decided to write it from scratch. So he said, let's take the Bill Gates vision, and if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right, and we're going to build it the way that we want to build it. It's got to be lightweight. It's got to be scalable. And that's what we've done. I mean, if you look at the throughput analysis, we just recently released this, we literally have the fastest distributed ledger blockchain technology out there on the planet. And this is only the first result. So we have some further works in the plan for 2018. We're going to crush this number in 2018. We built a very, very scalable architecture. And it's got to be scalable. I mean, we're talking about payments. What we also built is we also built something that's capable of supporting an ecosystem. So we build applications for large companies, merchants, individuals. It connects into the banks. I mean, that's the beauty of this technology, connecting into the banks, connecting into existing ATM networks. But what's the hype? I mean, why should anybody care about blockchain? Why does everybody say this is going to revolutionize everything? I mean, blockchain is all about cutting out somebody. Somebody has to get cut out of the entire system, right? We need to move from a traditional model of multiple parties to now a model where intermediaries are removed. We got to get rid of that guy. The good news is he's not having fun, so he's probably going to be more excited about doing something else. So that's really good news for him. But this is what you're looking at if you're looking at large operations. Okay, so why is today's system so broken? I mean, I can make my payments in real time. My card works, and I check out at Starbucks. It's beep beep. The problem with payments today is effectively data and money are moving on two different rails. So if I send a payment instruction to the bank, I'm immediately losing all the information that the bank doesn't care about. And it's also a one-way transfer, so it's not coming back from the recipient. So what happens if you have an invoice that needs to be paid, there's a timing mismatch, it's got to be reconciled, there's exceptions, I have to resend that invoice, so on and so forth. And the fundamental problem is that the banks control the money, and they also control all the passwords. So I think Time Magazine is going to make 2017 the year of the hack, right? I mean, with the number of bank breaches and Uber losing data, you would not trust these guys anymore with your passwords. This is the paradigm shift. So the paradigm shift is what you're doing is you're saying the bank is absolutely critical. They play this role of control and governance in the background, but they're not processing anymore. I've now shifted all of the control up to the company. The company now literally controls their own account. Legally, it's an account. And when I communicate, I communicate peer-to-peer. So I can gather whatever data I want to gather. I can redesign my business processes and take advantage of this. We focus very heavily on the world of incentive, gifts, and loyalty. Why? It's a huge market. $90 billion, companies basically paying people for tasks. Please do this, I'll pay you. So we looked at one company, Philip Morris here in Poland, and now we're also implementing in the UK for them. We analyzed their whole system. They said, hey, yeah, we're making payments using prepaid cards, no problems. 23 manual processes. We discovered that over close to 15% of the total flows was basically cost, internal cost. Just simple things, if I have to calculate how many benefits I have to send out, so I have to send that over to the company, and the company then sends me an invoice, and I have to pay the invoice, then they put it on the cards, and then they distribute it, then the cards are lost and stolen, then my sales force has to get involved, and where the hell is that money? It is a mess. So what did we do? We implemented our system. We said, look, you control everything. You now put your money not into the bank account, but you put the money into the account, the node, so to speak, which is, by the way, you sign the terms of service with the bank. So the bank still owns you. You're still a customer of the bank, but now you control everything. And so I can create a peer-to-peer exchange between the company and the beneficiary, and I can cut out most of those steps. So companies like Philip Morris, they can save up to 50% of cost. They're saving wasted benefits, because if I put it on a prepaid card and I forget about the card, who benefits? I mean, the card company, they just keep that. They call it breakage. And I also get better engagement. I get better sales. This is why the technology is so important. It's also a paradigm shift. So now I'm not selling payments, I'm now selling a business solution. I can price it differently, transparently. Think about this what if. So what if, as a retailer, every single time I want to stimulate sales, I say, hey, 50% off, a bunch of people come in, they shop. Who shopped? I have no idea. What if I gave each of them a rebate? They go home, they open the package, they scan the QR code, we send them money instantly. In return for that money, they give us their identity. They give us information. I go from discounting to selling at full price. These are the sort of companies that are interested in instant payments. I talked about incentive, gifts, and loyalty. It's much bigger than that. Globally, it's about $2.3 trillion of online payments are made with goofy little prepaid cards and PaySafe card and these sort of things. Right now, we're focusing on corporate incentive payments. We also do some stuff with online merchant services, esports, as we have a beta going on. We've got some pilots now. We're building proof of concept for durable media. There's a lot of uses for this particular technology. Our strategy is to basically build the products and then license it to others. So if you want to transform your business, call us. If you're a bank in the audience and you see this potential, we'll license our technology to you, and you can go out and rule the world. That's my email address. Please call us. Thank you very much.